Hey, what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today we're going to be answering another question that I've been seeing a lot lately regarding the Smugglers Run DLC. Where are the hangars going to be? Because honestly, on the map, there aren't too many places for a giant aircraft hangar to be. Really, the only places is down here at LSIA, up here at Fort Zancudo, and then maybe if you want to stretch your imagination here on the Sandy Shores airstrip. The only other airstrip in the game is this one up here in the Grapeseed area, but that's such a small little airstrip that you can't really put a giant warehouse or a giant hangar there. So what I want to do is talk a little bit about, you know, some location, some speculation on that, as well as some spots you may not even be considering, because it's totally out there. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and if you do, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video. Now we're gonna start here down in LSIA. We're going to free cam mode. Now the first warehouse we all know of is this one, the Devon Weston Jet Charter, the one where the planes always spawn. Sometimes I do my car shows in here. It's a fairly, can I really not? Okay, guess we can't go in there. It's a fairly big, that hurt. It's a fairly big hangar. All right, and from the screenshots we saw, this I would say is a reasonable size for the hangar. You know, if you split this up and maybe only 80% of this was for your planes, then that would leave like that side and then this side for whatever goods you may acquire, and for all the other items. Like in the bunker we had the gun range, so I'm sure there's some other little room or rooms that they add to the hangar just to make you buy them if you want. So this is sort of the size I guess we're looking for. Now the problem here is they can't just make this Michael, what are you doing? They can't just make this something that's closed off, and they can't just like put a little blue dot. At least I don't think they can, because it would just look really weird. It's not like it's already established for something, so it would just not make sense if they use that. Plus it's open. I seriously doubt they're gonna go with an open sort of hangar to make our new hangars in. Now if we come back here, we have a few options. So this is the one that the AC-130, the Titan, whatever, spawns in. That's obviously not going to be a hangar that we can use. Now the one next to it, this is actually something that is possible, because as you see, it's a relatively big building, and even, you know, let's just, because we've seen in bunkers or with gun running, we've seen in the MC stuff, it doesn't really matter what the size of the building is. They're gonna put whatever the interior they want inside. But this one does make sense, and in online, I don't believe a plane spawns directly in front of it. I know there's the Titan that spawns a little bit to the right, kind of in the middle of the screen. But this looks like a realistic candidate for our hangar. Around the back, maybe there's some back entrances or something. It doesn't actually look like there's a door back there. So maybe the door, maybe the blue dot is where the number one is, and you have to either drive or fly your helicopter into it, or you just walk in like normal. And then inside, I don't think there is an actual interior to this. No, there's not. But that's where your hangar would be. Now moving down, there's a few other ones. We have this one, the Pegasus sort of hangar. And the only downside, or only negative I would say to this one, is that it has the two spawns out in front, so I don't see them making this a hangar. And then another thing you almost got to think about is, are they going to have multiple hangars at the same location? Like, are they going to have that down there as a hangar, this right there as a hangar, and then maybe like one of those as a hangar? Like, are they going to have that, or is it just going to be one in one spot? These planes are so damn loud, but that's something to also consider. That's not really a hangar building. This is the only other hangar, but again, it's open. And this one, you also got to take into account, like, some of these are used for missions. I'm not entirely sure if this one's used for a mission. I know the one down there where the Titan spawns, that is used for a mission, so you have to take that into account as well. But this is the only other hangar, and I don't see it. So really the only two options, you have the Pegasus one and the number one down there, because none of these buildings over here are really any special, doesn't look like, and none of them really look like hangars. So really, those are that's basically the only two buildings in LSIA that could be considered a hangar that we could buy. Now, if we actually go up to Fort Zancudo, we'll see somewhat of a similar thing. All right, so in Fort Zancudo, in addition to the military, we have two hangars. We have this one right here, which is not open, Fort Zancudo A2. Don't know if there's an interior. There is actually an interior, but I'm sure they could easily change this if they wanted to. And then there's this one, although I'm pretty sure this one is open now in online, so this one is not going to be available. But there's also these two little hangars, and these looks like there's not really an interior as well. Here's the thing with the hangars being in Fort Zancudo. They've never done anything in Fort Zancudo. Like, it just wouldn't make sense if all of a sudden we have a hangar in Fort Zancudo in the military base. Like, even for GTA, that's a little crazy. And in online, these gates over here are always closed. I think in single player they're open, but they're always closed. So it's not even like you can easily get into the military base in online. I mean, I guess if you have an oppressor or something, you can easily hop in, fly in, but you get 4 stars. So are Rockstar really gonna have a base in here where either they just make it so where you have 4 stars and you have to somehow survive the military base to get to your freaking hangar, or they make it to where the military people just don't care? That would be kind of OP, because then people could just hide out here and they wouldn't have to worry about other people, because maybe those other people would get stars on them where they wouldn't. So it's really complicated, and as cool as it would be, I don't see them actually putting one here. Maybe, like, at least with the bunkers, they could put one right outside, because it's a bunker, it's underground. They just need to put like a little thing in the ground and boom. Now they could do that. They could say, oh, there's a little freaking door, let's just say right here, boom, and then your entire hangar is underground. They could do that. But then the question is, how would you get your helicopters and your planes? If they're not on a runway, is it just going to be something where you store them and you can't actually take them out? Like, you have to call someone to deliver them to an airport? Maybe that's what they end up doing if they want to put these hangars in multiple locations. But I don't really know what Rockstar's plan is. Now, the last place we'll take a look at real quick is over here at Sandy Shores, and we have this little it's not even really considered a hangar, but this little piece of crap building. And this is what sort of makes me believe that it's going to be a little bit like bunkers, in that they're just going to be spread around the map. They're going to say it's underground, and you're just going to have to call a new contact, Nervous Ron, I guess, to get your new aircraft. There's no way, if they don't bring it to Fort Zancudo, and they're probably not going to bring it here, there's no way that they only have one hangar and it's down here at LSIA. Like, that would just be a cluster F, and it would be too chaotic. Like, even for GTA, it would be too chaotic. So that's why I kind of feel like they're going to be spread around the map. And when it comes to that, I have no idea. There's so many places. They could freaking even put them next to the bunkers. There's so many places around the map that they could easily add some sort of prop that you go down to and you can get into your hangar. Now, the final thing we'll talk about, because those are all the locations on the map, this is something I thought was kind of interesting. So, one thing that I've said multiple times in this video is that there aren't places on the map for a big hangar. But guess what? That's the land. What about the water? Yeah, we wanted the military boat, or whatever it's called, the Navy ship that spawns out in the heist. We wanted that as a bunker in the gun running. Well, maybe they listen. They're like, okay, well, instead of making that a bunker, we'll make that a hangar. And maybe it would have to look a little bit different or something. I don't know how they could sort of say. But what if the hangars are out here in the ocean? Like, they're, I don't want to say mobile hangars, but they're aquatic hangars, if that makes any sense. Some of the planes that we're getting are amphibious, so it would sort of fit with that. And I mean, if you have a plane or a helicopter, I'm sure you could easily just fly it in. And what if it's like yachts? I mean, maybe there's a few certain points around the map where it spawns something along the lines of that ship. Let me see if I can go ahead and spawn it in. I don't know if I can, but yeah, I can't seem to find it, but that would be kind of cool. And it would be different. I mean, we haven't had something out in the water since the yachts, and, you know, maybe people are itching to buy something along those lines, and that would be, like, they could say, oh, it's like a yacht, but better because you can store your aircraft there. And I think if they did that, they could totally make the price super expensive and get away with it. Since it worked for the yachts, you know, they could say, oh, well, yachts are that expensive, so this is even better. Boom. Let me know in the comments, though, what you guys think. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the hangar out in the ocean. Let me know if you guys like that idea or not, and let me know where you think these hangars will be. Do you think it's going to be just at the airports that are on the map, or do you think it's going to be like bunkers where it could be anywhere and it's just underground, but you're going to have to call like Pegasus if you want your vehicles? I kind of hope they don't do that because I don't want to have to go through the damn phone unless they make it an interaction menu sort of thing. I don't want that, so I'm hoping they go either at one of the airports or in the ocean. That is it, though. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. I'm doing a shark card giveaway. I don't know if I actually mentioned this earlier or not, but I'm doing a shark card giveaway on my Twitter, so go follow me, and I'll be picking a winner when the Smugglers Run DLC comes out later on Tuesday. But that is it, so thank you all, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.